Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's been so long. It's been, what, 3 weeks? Most of December. So hello, good morning, happy Thursday, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah. The two holidays are overcrossed this year, so it is the day after Christmas, actually. And I have to go to work, which is unfortunate. I have had a very slow morning. I was supposed to go to the gym this morning, and then I did not drink enough water yesterday, and I woke up and I was like, no. Normally I don't do that. Normally I'm like, alarm goes off, I get out of bed, like I try to beat the mind games, but this morning I was just like, nope, and the sun is like right here, so I can't even like get closer to the camera. But yeah, no, that's not happening. I have time later to work out, so I was just like, you know what, I'll make it a priority, I'll get it done on my lunch break. I have push today, so it's not going to be like a crazy long workout. It's only going to probably be about 35 to 45 minutes max, so I can get that done easily on my lunch break. Like I said, have work all day today. It's a full day of work. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I need to stretch. I feel like I got a lot of sleep, but I slept in the same position all night, so I just feel very like stiff and my back kind of hurts. So I gotta do some stretching at some point today and just loosen up a little bit. We have a lot to catch up on. I feel like we have not chatted in a long time, so I'm just trying to think of like what y'all have missed and what I haven't vlogged. As far as reading updates go, I am about 60%. I'm like staring at it because it's the bane of my existence right now. I'm 60% through House of Flame and Shadow. This book, I can't really like talk too much about it without talking about some other things that happened in the first two books. So I'm not really going to give you guys like a synopsis and an update on it, but just know that like, have patience when you read this one. My Kindle's like right here, so that's why I'm staring at it. I just felt that the first two books, with the pace they were written at and the pace of the events that happened in those books compared to this one, it's just not the same. And I have more questions than I have answers right now. As for this being a third book, I thought that we were gonna get more answers than questions, but I have more questions than answers. So I really don't know how I'm gonna rate this book, you guys. I don't know. I'm just trying to finish it before the end of the year, and I think I can. I've said a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, it's only like 50 pages a day, but 50 pages a day during the holidays, it takes me like an hour and a half to read 50 pages, and I just haven't had the time for that. So hoping to get some reading done today. I don't think it's going to be 50 pages work, but I have to charge my headphones. Once I charge my headphones and I can listen to the audiobook of it, I think it'll start to go a little bit faster. So I've been reading that, and then I started 11/22/63, I think, while I was on this little hiatus. Have not gotten back to it yet because I really wanted to finish this before the end of the year and just wrap up anything that I had pending from Sarah J. Maas. I started and will probably finish at some point this week, either today or tomorrow. Depends on how much I want to or not want to read House of Flame and Shadow. Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, and it turns out I don't own this book. I really thought I did. I've been like looking all over my room for it and I haven't been able to find it. So I'm listening to it on Spotify because the audiobook was due back to Libby, and I don't have much left. I think I'm like at 60% or something like that. So that'll be a good one to finish up in the next day or two. And then the last book that I want to read, start and finish before the end of the year, is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori, I think that's the Lori Gilmore one. And I didn't get to it before Christmas, so I want to try to start and finish it before the new year, since it's still kind of technically Christmas time. And just because Christmas is over doesn't mean that, you know, all the decorations have to come down and no more Christmas. I did not get a chance to read my book club book this month, which is a little unfortunate. But hold on, I need coffee first. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read the book club book. I think because I was really just trying to read House of Flame and Shadow, and it's just a busy month. I mean, December is always a busy month for me. I set these high expectations and then I'm like, oh, they're not gonna happen because it's just so busy. Yeah, so I didn't get to read that, and I probably won't pick it up. I know that's like, you run a book club but you're not gonna read your book club book. I know. I just don't think, because I'm gonna read The Christmas Tree Farm, and I don't want to be reading Christmas books in January. So I think this one's gonna go back to the library. It's like sitting on my shelf over there. I also already renewed it once, and I don't want to renew it again. So if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. But speaking of my book club, I did post a poll. I don't think it's still running. But what I want to do for the 2025 cycle of book clubs is post a poll with what genre you guys want to read first. And then once everybody votes on a genre, then I will pick books in that genre, so that way there's more choices for each genre. So right now, fantasy is in the lead with 35%, then we have thrillers at 31%, contemporary fiction at 23%, romance at 11%. And this just helps me get a good vibe check from you guys that are in my book club, and to see like what you like to read, because what you like to read as a whole and what I want to read are two different things sometimes. So I like to see what you guys want to read, and then I can pick books based off of that. So that's the book club update. That's the reading update. A little bit of life update, I guess. What fun things have I done in the last couple of weeks? I went to the Bronx Zoo, and I did go to a train show and like a light show, so I can put those videos like over these while I'm talking. And that was a lot of fun. And then we got some yummy food. So we did the train show first, which was so much fun. I was just floored by how they like sculpted the buildings to make like specific landmarks in New York City and the five borough area. And I don't know, I just thought it was amazing. I apparently have been there as a child, but I don't remember a single thing, so it was cool to go back. And then we went to the light show, and it was really cold at that point, so I don't think I pulled my camera out or my phone out at all, because my hands were like stuffed in my pockets with gloves on. I was like, I'm not taking any video, it's too cold here. I had some Christmas parties, 2 at my church. I think, yeah, those were the only 2. Those are the only 2 I went to. And then, I don't think if there was anything else. I don't think so. I think it was just a lot of like chill at home outside of work time. When I was working, the days that I couldn't vlog at all or got like 1 clip, it was just crazy at work. So by the time I got off of work, I was like just a vegetable. I did not want to do anything, did not want to vlog, did not want to read, did not want to do anything. That's why I took a bit of a break, because I was like, I don't want to stress myself out. It's a holiday season. We don't need that here. So I think those are all of the updates. I have like some new cups that I want to launch in the new year, but I don't have them anywhere near me right now, so I'm not going to show you guys those. But once I do have them, I will show them to you. And yeah, I guess we could do a little Christmas haul later, because actually today is a very big day. I am getting a new camera today, not to replace this camera. That was a common misconception when I was asking for gift cards. No, I'm not replacing this camera. It's just that this camera, I'll put a video, like I'll take a video of me talking here. This camera is just a little bit bulky. So you guys are gonna laugh at my like tripod setup right now, because you guys are on a Jellycat box, but this camera, you can see like the lens that I have is very like extended from the body of the camera, and just when I'm out I get very nervous because I have dropped this camera and I have like bumped it up against things, So the outside of the lens is like scratched a little bit. So I'm looking for something smaller, more compact, and I'm not gonna give away which one I'm getting yet, but we're gonna go pick it up tonight from Best Buy. And the biggest thing on my Christmas list was just get me Best Buy gift cards. So between the Best Buy gift cards that I received and some cash that I received, I can completely cover, I think, including tax too, I can completely cover the cost of this camera, which is like nuts to me that just my family showed up and showed out, because I'm forever thankful for that. And I got some other things too, but I'll show you guys that later, because I do have to sign on for work in 3 minutes, and I have to do my Duolingo. I'm trying to get better at doing it in the morning, so I'm gonna go do my Duolingo now and then sign on for work. And then I will catch you guys later on my lunch break when we go to the gym. Yeah, so excited. All right. I'm not excited to work, but I'm excited to work so that I can get to later on tonight when I go pick up this camera. It's gonna be so good. So good. All right, let's, ooh, that's sun. All right, let's go. Just in the car, as you guys saw, we were gonna go to the gym, get a great afternoon workout in, and I get there, it's absolutely packed. And I was like, you know, I could have told myself that because it's a holiday week and people are off work. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. So back home, trying to figure out how to get my ponytail to sit in such a way that it doesn't look crazy. All right, I think that's better. My mom and I are gonna go for a walk whenever she gets home. I think I might try to find some sort of at-home Pilates workout to do today, because I have my mat, obviously. I have ankle weights, and I think they're like 3 pounds, and I could put them on my wrists too. I just don't have like the resistance circle thing, and I don't have like a ball, like a medicine ball, but I'm gonna see how much I can get done. I do actually want to get a workout in today, and I'm just like annoyed because I really could have gotten up this morning to go, but I was just so dehydrated and exhausted, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need the rest. It wasn't even like a mind game. It was like genuinely like, let me do a body check-in and see where I'm at, because I really didn't drink a lot of water yesterday, if any, and maybe I didn't even touch a water bottle yesterday. Oops. So today has been a focus on hydration, water. I gotta save the energy drink that I started because I'm not gonna obviously drink it anymore to go for a walk. And I did already have 2 cups of coffee. I really didn't need the energy drink, but I was like, you know what? I just need a little push. So that was gonna be my push. Don't need the push anymore because we're just gonna walk. And then if I can find like an online thing for Pilates, I will do that and get some movement in, because we're gonna walk for probably like a half hour to 40 minutes. It is cold, but I want to get out there and get some sun. So I think that plus an at-home workout will be good. So I tried, A for effort, but yeah, the gym is just not happening today. But I'm happy I still went to go check it out, Because if I just assumed it was going to be busy and then it turns out it wasn't, I would have been more upset with myself. So it's all right. We'll try again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I would like to be there for 5:30 to 5:45. So I think that's doable. Just got to get to bed early tonight and drink a lot of water and look what I've ate today. So I'm going to, I guess, get back to work because I'm not going to take my break until we walk. So I will see you guys on my walk, and I will check in with you guys fully later with a reading update because I did finish Lost and Lassoed. So good. So good. So we'll just chat about it later when I have more time to sit and chat. But for now, I'm going to get back to work. Hello, you guys. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I think it is. I got a new camera tonight, and it also came with a mic. So I'm using the mic to record, and I feel like this angle is so wide, and it follows my face. Like, how crazy is that? So this is going to be my going out and about camera because it's so tiny and so compact. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, Pocket Osmo 3, one of the way those words work together. And I'm obsessed. I was just charging it, and I went to Target to get a micro SD card because I realized I didn't have one. I thought this thing came with one, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to give a quick update for the rest of the night. I am going to continue reading House of Flame and Shadow. Just read as much as that is humanly possible. I finished Lost and Lassoed, like I had said earlier, and it was 5 stars, you guys. Literally 5 stars. It was so good. It was so good. There were times where I was like tearing up over it. There were other times where I was just like, oh my goodness, all of the feels. It was just so good. So good. I completely and utterly just like binged that one. It was just amazing, and it follows Gus and, oh my goodness, why am I drawing a massive blank all of a sudden? Not Teddy's best friend, Clementine's best friend, whose name is Teddy, also known as Theodora. There we go. Those are the characters. So we have Gus and we have Theodora, and Theodora's dad is the guy that was in a wheelchair, and that's Clementine's best friend, like I just said. And then she falls in love with Gus Ryder. So we get a little bit of like second chance romance. We get a little bit of single dad. We get a little bit of sort of enemies to lovers. They didn't really like each other at one point. So, and a little bit of forced proximity. So we get all those things in this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
loved being back in the Rebel Blue Ranch universe, and I'm excited now for book 4. That's going to come out, I think, early or mid 2025. One of the two. So, that is the reading update. I'm going to go read House of Flame and Shadow for the rest of the night. It's, I think, just after 9. It's, I think, 9:06, 9:09. It's 9:10. I tried looking at all of my clocks in here, the whopping 2 that I have. So it's 9:10. I'm going to go read for probably another 20 minutes or so and then go to bed because I'm trying to get up at 5 to go to the gym. So I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. Good morning, friends. Okay, I am filming on a new camera again, but without the mic because I need to charge it. So that's a thing. Good morning. I am loving this new camera. It's so light too, so I can just hold it and move around, and it's a great time. So today is Friday and it's 7:40. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to take y'all on this camera out and about to maybe a coffee shop and we go get a fun coffee. And I just don't know whether I want to do that or not because it's so cold today. I just checked the weather because I was like, oh, maybe I'll walk outside and then like my treat will be to go get another coffee and to get one out. But it's 24 degrees out, so I am not trying to walk outside today. I might go to Starbucks. I don't know. I'm gonna move for a peppermint mocha, and I just want one. But I don't have the syrup here at home. Otherwise, I would just make it here. That's the one syrup I don't have is mocha. I have peppermint. So I need to acquire some mocha syrup or just make it myself. I think 2025 is gonna be the year I finally figure out how to make syrup at home and then make it here so I don't have to go out and buy coffee anymore. I don't have much more of a reading update. I did a little bit of reading in House of Flame and Shadow last night. It wasn't much because I think the next chapter, let me see. I think the next chapter is like 40 minutes long or something like that. What is, oh, because I spelled T on it. Yeah, I'm on page 547, so chapter 61. We're getting there. Okay, so the next chapter is 13 minutes long. And I was at a point last night where I was like, I need to go to bed because I was supposed to get up at 5 and I didn't sleep well last night. I was up like every couple of hours, it felt like. But then I checked my ring and it was like, oh no, you were great. You maybe got up twice. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I just got up at like 6:40. I think it was about 6:40 and I did my Bible study and now it's 7:42. So gotta figure out what's going on the rest of the day and then just do a whole bunch of YouTube editing tonight. So I am going to make another cup of coffee here and then go get coffee out this afternoon. I think that's going to be the vibe because I'm not ready to go out of the house yet. It's too cold. So, okay. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry if you just yawned. I'm going to go read. I'm going to read until I start work. I have about an hour before I need to do anything. So I'm going to read and I'll see you guys later. friends, it is the end of the workday for me. And I also literally just finished House of Flame and Shadow. I binged it today. I was on such a good streak with it, and then I was like, you know what, I'll take a break, like I'll finish it tomorrow. But then it just got really good, and I was like, you know what, I think I need to finish it today. So I did, and I gave it 3.5 stars. I have like mixed feelings about it. I really enjoyed the last 15 to 20%, but with a book that's 800 pages long, that's really only the last, what, 160 pages? I would say the last 200 pages was actually like probably my favorite part personally. I do think this book, sorry, I'm just like closing some stuff out here for work. I do think this book was a bit overhyped. I distinctly remember the release that this was coming, or the release for when this was coming, and I remember just being like, oh, this is gonna be great, like blah blah blah, like I can't wait. And guys, I don't know, it was like fine, honestly. It wasn't, the first book will always be the best book for me, and which is interesting because usually the first book is not my favorite book. Usually the second or third book is like my real favorite, and then why can't I open up? I'm confused. Okay, I had to do an update on my laptop, and of course it closes out all your tabs, but I can't find my other tabs that are open. So, or that were open. They're not in the list, which is weird. But I think it was just some Jira tickets, so I can pull those up again. Yeah, this is annoying. I thought it was gonna open up everything. Alright, whatever. I'll deal with that later. Anyway. Yeah, it's just the first book, that's where the magic was for me. And the second and the third, they were good. It's just they weren't like the first book. And if you haven't watched my vlog of me reading the first book, I'll link it up here somewhere. I think there's spoilers in it, so just be mindful of that. I don't remember whether I did spoiler free or not, but I did make a whole vlog dedicated to the first book, so go watch that. Alright, next on the menu for tonight is, I think I'm gonna give myself a break from reading and go play Dreamlight Valley. But I also really do want to start my next book, which is going to be The Christmas Tree Farm. I think I want to start it. Maybe I'll listen to it while I play Dreamlight Valley. I'm trying to like decide what I want to do here, because we could be a little crazy. We could be a little crazy, and the Christmas Tree Farm is 8 hours long, listening to it at 1x. I'm probably going to listen to it at 1.7 and 1.8, which means it's going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, it's going to probably be in the 5-hour range. Maybe the 6-hour range. So I could realistically start it and finish it today. I just don't know if my brain can handle that. Maybe I'll start it, get to like 40 to 50%. I don't know. But I do think my brain needs a little bit of a break. So I think what I'm going to do is actually not listen to an audiobook just yet. Go play Dreamlight Valley for a little while. And then maybe pick up a book again. Let's see, it's almost 4:40. I'll probably pick up another book again around like 6, maybe 6:30. Give myself time to absorb and decompress from House of Flame and Shadow, and then jump into my cutesy little Christmas rom-com that I wish I had time to read before Christmas, but I wanted to really make sure I finish House of Flame and Shadow before the end of the year. So, okay, enough yapping. Let's go decompress, and I will see you guys later. I am officially 91 pages into The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. This is so cute so far. And I know the lighting's not great, but I'm not turning a big light on. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I always yawn in the morning clips and in the night clips. I don't yawn during the day. But I am not turning on big light because I'm going to go to bed soon. So I came upstairs because I was downstairs. Like I said, I got 91 pages into this. I'm going to read another chapter or two to get to just over 100 pages, which is like 30% into this. And I know for today I said I want to get to 40 to 50, but I started this kind of late. I originally wanted to start it around 6, and then I started it actually around like 8:15-ish because I decided to edit this video, at least do like the first preliminary like rough edit of it. So then I started this just to give my mind a break from House of Flame and Shadow, and then jumping into this because it's like whiplash of genres. So I gave myself a nice break, got right into this one, been loving this one. I like that this is a reverse Grumpy Sunshine because so we have Kira, she's the grump, and then Bennett is the sunshine kind of character, golden retriever, always wants to help, be of use, and Kira is the standoffish, doesn't want to get involved with the small town type of person. So I'm liking that it's kind of like a reverse Grumpy Sunshine because typically like the guy is the brute and he's the one that's like, nobody talk to me, blah, 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 blah. And then the girl's like the sunshine that kind of breaks him out, but we're getting like a reverse moment here. So that's pretty cool. This is loosely connected to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Haven't found any connections yet to the Cinnamon Bun Bookshop aside from character mention. So I think you can basically read these like in whatever order you want. But if you want to have the backstories of the characters, you're better off going in order. So this is technically book 3. So I'm going to get back to reading. I just wanted to kind of check in since I did start a new book and give you guys a little update. I need a bookmark. That's not my fingers. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we're going to like marathon tomorrow because I have no plans. Don't have to leave the house. Just going to get a workout in. So I think a marathon is in order. So that would mean finishing this. And I think jumping back into Intermezzo. I'm like 20% into it. So I'm like, I might as well just kind of finish it up. So, all right. I'm going to go read. I'll see you all bright and early in the morning.
Hello friends, good morning. Happy Saturday. I just got out of the shower, washed my hair. I try not to do product on days that I wash, like it's gonna make sense. I try not to do product on days that I wash my hair and I know I'm not leaving the house. So today's like one of those days that if I do leave the house, it's just gonna be like to go to the library or like nothing really out. So I just let my hair like naturally do its thing, although it is in a bun right now. It's just that I can't deal with it on my neck this morning. Just not gonna happen. So, I got up at 6:30. It's like terribly rainy. Actually, it's not too bad now, but it's been raining since I woke up. And I figured it'd be a good day to marathon. We're gonna do reading sprints today, and I am going to be finishing The Christmas Tree Farm, which is what my camera is currently sitting on, because for this angle I don't know why I just didn't set up my tripod. I'm at 33%, so I probably have like just over 200 pages left of it, and it's so doable to finish today. And then I think I'm 20% into Intermezzo, like I said yesterday. I could finish that, or at least like get further in it. I don't know about finishing it today. And then I think there was one other book. Oh, All the Colors of the Dark. I had DNF'd that at like 80%, I think. I could go back and finish that. I don't know if I want to. I was listening to the audiobook on Spotify, and I think I'm going to max out my Spotify hours by listening to The Christmas Tree Farm, because I also did listen to the rest of Lost and Lassoed. So between that and this, I'm not going to have very many hours left, if any. So I think Intermezzo, and I'm like hesitant to start a new book because I don't want to start a book and then not finish it before the new year. So I'm wondering if there's like any tiny books that I could read. I might have, like, I just need like a quick like 250, 300 page book. Like that would be great for Monday and Tuesday, because then I could finish that. Maybe before the coffee gets cold. That looks tiny. I think it's like 300 on the dot pages. So maybe I'll read that. Or pick up another Frida McFadden and read that. I have some options. I have more options than I thought. So let's go read The Christmas Tree Farm. And also I have to go get my coffee. It's literally on my Nespresso. So let's go get that. I'm also using my phone as a bookmark because, you know, I have millions of bookmarks and not one near me. So you guys probably just heard whatever notifications are coming through. So apologies for that, but that's where we're sitting right now. To get my coffee, we're gonna read this book, and we're just gonna have a good, cozy day.
Just realized I'm reading this book and I'm like, man, who are these characters? Hazel and like Noah. So I'm 80% into this book, mind you. I'm like, Hazel and Noah, why don't I remember them? Like, I remember the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It was Jeannie and Logan. I remember that. I have it right here. Jeannie and Logan. And I'm like, Hazel and Noah, who are these people and why are they in this book? And then it turns out I haven't read the second book, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, or Bookshop. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Have not read that one yet. I was convinced that I already read it. Oh well. Well, didn't give anything really away, just know that those two are a couple. So now I have to go back and read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Probably gonna put it on the January TBR and just keep it on there because I'm not reading it before the end of the new year. I mean, before the end of the year. I'll just start it in January. And yeah, Then I'll be fully caught up, though. I will be fully caught up because the next book doesn't come out until March. So I just thought that was funny. Needed to share it. Back to the audiobook.
I've been sitting in the same spot most of the morning, but it's because I don't get to do this very often. But I am 77% through Christmas Tree Farm, and I am loving this one. It's got me feeling all the feels, and it's just so cute. It's like, take a Lucy Score, like Things We Never Got Over, or Things We Hide from the Light, like that storyline. Not saying it's the same, but like, think about some of the things that happened in that small town and put like a Christmas spin on it. That's what I would compare this book to, and it's also like half the size. So this is at like 340 pages, and that's her series. Each book is probably over 500. So if you want a quick condensed small town, the small town has a conspiracy theory and two people need to solve it. That's basically this book in a nutshell. There are some things about our main character, Kira, that I don't particularly like. They're just not very relatable, and obviously not every book is going to have relatable main characters, but just some things, the way she reacts to some things kind of bothers me. And then we have Bennett, who is our cinnamon roll, golden retriever, Mr. Fix-It, just wants to be needed, but needed in like a good way, not like needed, take advantage of. And that's our male main character in this book. So I have about 2 hours left of the audiobook. I'm going to wrap this up today, literally right now, put some laundry away, and kind of just stay on my feet for a little while because I've been sitting in bed all morning. I might go walk either on the walking pad or the treadmill just to get the blood flowing and to not be sitting. I also do think I need to change the scenery, but I'm not going to get that until this afternoon because after I finish this book and put my laundry away, I do want to do some editing. And I want to stay on top of that because I want to have a new video go up on Monday. And since today is Saturday, I have to get moving on that. So I will see you guys later. I'll check in once I finish this book. We'll debrief on it. If anything else crazy happens in the last 25%, we'll talk about it. And then I'll see you all when we pick the next book. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It does not feel like a Sunday. I don't know. I woke up today thinking it was Monday. Then we just skipped Sunday. It was weird. Anyway, I just got to church and I parked in my usual parking spot, but I'm kind of regretting it because it's raining. So I'm going to get a little wet. And I didn't wear a jacket because it's also warm. And this sweater is like really, really warm. This is like my go-to sweater. It's from Altered State, but I bought it in Florida. I highly recommend if you live in like the northern, like New England states and you happen to go down to Florida and you happen to go to an Altered State, I so recommend shopping their sale section, their clearance section, especially this time of year, because I got this sweater, I think for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks maybe, and it was normally like 60 or maybe even more than that. So definitely check it out. Any of the warmer states, like, southern part of the US, check the sale section for sweaters. What else was I gonna say? I just picked up a coffee. I got a iced coffee with almond milk and sugar cookie syrup and 2 sugar raws. So no peppermint mocha for me today. I know I typically would get a peppermint mocha, but I'm gonna head inside. I'll give you guys a reading update later. I am about 28% into The Love of My Afterlife, I think. Let's see, it's loading. It's cute so far. I'm 29% into it. Am I, like, loving it? Oh my goodness. Volume. Am I loving it? No. But it's cute. Like, I want to keep reading it. I think right now it's kind of, like, sitting at a 3. I like the concept. I think it's very interesting. Our main character, she, like, dies, and she goes to the afterlife, and she's like, I don't want to be here, blah, 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 blah. Like, let me back to my real life. And then, the person, like, that, how do I want to word it? The person that's kind of, like, in charge of the afterlife and who comes and who goes basically says, okay, I'm going to give you this task. You have 10 days to do it. Now, if you can complete it, you'll go back to the real world. If you can't complete it, you're stuck in the afterlife. So, yeah, that's where I'm at so far. So, I think it's been, like, 2 days that she's been, like, back in the real world trying to complete this task. I'm getting distracted because everybody's arriving for band practice. So let me go. But that's the premise of The Love of My Afterlife so far. And I will see you all later when I have a bigger reading update. And when I'm not at church.
Hello, you guys. I am going to actually be ending this video here because it is Sunday, like I said earlier. And all I'm doing the rest of the day is editing this video. And it's going to go live tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little couple of days in my life vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you never miss a video with me. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.